women of all ages are known to have self-doubt, self-confidence issues, and this leads to things such as them comparing themselves to others. But really, this is not going to be an issue once each and every woman gets to understand her mental strength. A very warm welcome to our show today, Dhamana Talk Show, where we'll be handling women and self-awareness. I am your host, Janice Munyai. Welcome back. Now, today's episode is specially tailored for the ladies around. Tag along your sisters, your mother, your aunties, lady friends, a lady neighbor, because this is special. Our guest is here with us today. Her name is Fridah Ndambaka Musa. She is a former lecturer, a marriage counselor, a businesswoman, a mother, and even a wife. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
It is so great to have you on the show today.
Yes.
Thank you for choosing to do this with us today.
I'm honored.
Yes, and you're looking good.
You're looking beautiful.
Thank you. As we had stated earlier, we are handling women and self-awareness.
Yes.
There's something that we call mental strength. And in mental strength, it's empowering a woman. Now, what a majority of the boy-child community we have in this country, what they think when they hear of women empowerment, first of all, they draw a battle line. Ni wakati wa vita. They look for stones. Yes. And if you're lucky, you get the good ones, okay, the better ones. They're going to pick a Bible, open a few verses to show you how submissive a woman ought to be. Because wakisikia tu women empowerment, wanajua watagongwa, waoshe vyombo, and all that. But really, it is all about mental strength. Now, would you link mental strength in women with self-awareness in women? Maybe you can start with that today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, many a times every time we talk about women empowerment, the boy child feels endangered.
Yes.
And it's not really what they think, because women empowerment majorly and empowerment in general is just being able to make choices and make decisions. Okay. Decisions that you were aware of, that you can take responsibility over. And so we are not saying that when a woman is empowered, the boy child is endangered. Okay. What we are basically talking about is a woman having that self-confidence that is from within, that you don't need anybody to validate you. I don't have a reasons for you to validate me. I am good as I am. I am proud of who I am. I am happy as I am. Yeah. I don't care what you think about me, provided I'm doing the right thing, I am good to go. A woman being self-aware is about just knowing what is my worth. What is my worth as a woman? Yeah. And there's so many ways we can be productive as women. We can put on the aura of optimism and not pessimism. And so as a woman, basically, when I'm empowered, it just tells you I'm confident, I'm productive, I'm optimistic, I'm ready to face my fears. Yeah. I am not going to look at my challenges as a setback, but I will learn through my challenges and forge ahead. I will dream. So don't be endangered as a man. It just tells you that I am confident of who I am, and I don't need people to validate me. Yes.
So actually, it's a good thing to have a woman who's empowered around you.
Yes, it is.
It is more of an advantage than a threat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because one thing I'll be able to realize when things are not right. An empowered woman, as a woman who is self-aware of herself, looks at things and agrees this is a mistake. I'm able to acknowledge that there are habits that are not right, that I need to put aside. Okay, yeah. I'm able to realize that there are times I have negative thoughts and they're not helping me. Yeah. I'm able to realize that as a woman, I am not perfect. There are times I make mistakes, but I run through my mistakes. They do not define who I am. And that way, what is endangering you? Which space of yours as a man have I taken? I have not taken anything. If for any reason, when I make mistakes, I'm able to acknowledge that I've made mistakes.
Nice.
Yes.
Now we have women who are so self-aware of themselves, or they are too confident in themselves. To some point, it looks like pride. So where is the thin line in between going overboard and being proud, and just being a woman who's self-aware, who's confident, who is not having issues?
Yes, when we talk about pride, it is something that even me as an individual, I'm not able to realize when I'm proud.
Yeah.
Because one thing is that people who are proud are people who they will always compare. Instead of complimenting, they will be comparing.
Okay.
These are people who feel that they're always right, and that is where the problem comes in. Because as somebody who is self-aware, somebody who is mentally strong, I should be able to acknowledge when a mistake has been done. I should be able to say, I am sorry. It doesn't make me a lesser being.
Okay.
When I say please, it doesn't make me a lesser being.
Yeah.
When I say thank you, it doesn't make me a lesser being. It just shows that I am aware of what needs to be done at what particular time. And so the thing is, those who are too overconfident, this is where now the boy child feels threatened. Because we are not even able to acknowledge when we are overstepping, when we are hurting people, when we are doing what we are not supposed to be doing. And that in turns bring about the tag of the women who do not want to listen to people, and that it brings about a tag of women who are not submissive.
Yes.
It brings about a tag of women who are too empowered and they are too independent. And that is not the way it is. In fact, when we look at the aspect of submission that you brought in earlier, the fact is that submission is a beautiful thing because both men and women submit.
Okay.
And the Bible tells us, submit unto one another as we submit to Christ.
Yes.
One thing that women don't realize is men submit out of preference.
Okay.
But we submit out of principle. So in real sense, women submit only 10%.
Wow.
Men submit 90%.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, this is such an eye-opener.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Because, for instance, let us look at married ladies.
Okay.
When you ask them a question, they'll tell you they chose the colors of the house. They decide what is to be eaten for dinner.
Yes.
They decide the location to live in. They make a lot of decisions.
Yes.
And what do their husbands do? They submit out of preference.
Wow.
Yes. So who submits more?
Point. I think the husbands do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So submission should not be used as a very negative word to attack women.
Yeah.
It should not. And women should not be afraid to discuss submission. And women should not be afraid to submit. Because it's such a beautiful thing when we submit to one another.
Yes.
And in the real sense, we all do submit at one point. It's only that it is tailored so much to a woman until a woman feels, I am the only one who submits.
Yeah.
The problem comes in the how.
How you submit.
How we submit.
Okay.
That is a topic for another day.
It is a topic for another day.
Yes.
We have the upward social comparison. This is where a woman tries to compare herself with the people that she thinks are better than her.
Yes.
Or the downward social comparison, whereby she feels that she is in a better position than maybe someone else. So what is your take on women comparing to themselves to others? Sorry.
Thank you. Comparison can be both positive and negative.
Yeah.
And in life, we make a lot of comparisons with one another as women, even to other men. Families compare, children compare.
Yeah.
But then, the good thing about comparison is when you are comparing yourself to learn, when you are comparing yourself to improve yourself,
Yes.
not comparing as in you are in competition or out of jealous, or comparing to bring somebody down so that you can win.
Feel
Or
good about yourself.
Yes, feel good about yourself.
Okay.
That is where the negative aspect of comparison comes in. But when it is positive, maybe there is something good I see about you. Like women, we compare a lot.
Yeah.
I come to your house, I see something beautiful, I ask you, where did you get this? I would want to replicate this in my house. You see, that is a good aspect of comparison. Yes, it is very positive, and I'm learning from it. But when I come there and I feel like, this one, these chairs, I doubt if she bought herself. This dress, I doubt if she bought herself. You know, I'm trying to bring in the negative aspect of comparison.
Yeah.
And thinking like you are not able to do that, somebody else might have done it.
It must have been a gift.
Exactly. Not even a gift. She must have done something to get this. And that is why the saying comes, women, we are our worst enemies. Why? Because we tend to bring each other down.
Yeah, they're staring down
Yes.
of each other.
Yes. And that is the most wrong thing ever to do. Why? We are unique. You are unique. I am unique. Everyone is unique.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how I look. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter who am I. The fact is that I am unique. And the Bible tells me I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
And so this is just Fridah. So if you know you are not able to compare yourself to Fridah in a positive way, please don't. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Just do what you love doing. Because comparison is a liar. Why am I saying comparison is a liar?
Okay.
When you
Let's hear
start
this.
comparing yourself in a negative way,
Yeah.
number one, you will not celebrate other people's wins.
Yes, it's very hard.
Every time you feel negative, you will feel jealousy.
Yeah.
When a fellow lady climbs the corporate ladder, you feel like he must have slept with someone.
Yeah, we have that a lot in this country.
Exactly.
Yes.
You feel like she must have bribed. You feel like maybe it's because of her dad or her mom or her uncle who knows somebody somewhere. But that might not be the real sense.
Okay.
So this is where comparison becomes a liar, because instead of you celebrating with me, you are there filling in dots that do not even need to be filled in. You are there making assumptions that should not be there. The other thing is that you start resenting people that you should love.
Ah, okay.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because if I don't feel good for you, how will I come to love you?
Ah, there's no love.
There is no love.
There's no possibility of love.
Exactly. I start resenting you.
Yeah.
Because I feel you are doing better than I should. I should be the one in your position. And because of that, instead of showing you love, instead of showing you care, instead of showing you affection, what is automatically a woman thing, I start resenting you. Some hatred starts coming in.
Yeah.
I start thinking negatively about you, which should not be the case. The other aspect why I'm saying comparison is a liar is because instead of living in reality, we live in perceptions.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yes, because instead of finding out
Yes.
what did you do to be where you are, I have this perception, I have this assumption that this is what you did. And in the real sense, that is not the truth. And that is why negative comparison is very wrong and it is very dangerous. Because you perceive things that are not what they are.
Exactly.
You start making assumptions, you start making conclusions. It even becomes a story,
Yeah.
which is not the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, women, we talk.
Ah,
And we talk about anything and everything.
yes.
So, when I have that perception that, hey, Janice was, this position she did not qualify. She paid money. And you know, as you walk around, people are looking at you and wondering. You are smiling and people are smiling back in a sheepish way. Not that.
Chini ya maji. They
Yes.
have a story.
Yes.
Yes.
And so you are wondering why. But the fact is that what they have is a perception, not a reality. If somebody chose to speak to you, maybe you would have told them how you came to where you are.
Yeah, and maybe it would help them
And
to climb up.
definitely,
Yeah.
it will. So one thing is that if we are comparing one another, let us compare each other in a way that we build each other up,
Okay.
not to bring others down. And in life, we should know there will be those who will ever be up in the social ladder. There are those who will always be down.
Yeah. we
There are
cannot
always
all-
those who will be, we will never.
Yes. We'll
We
never
will
be
never
on the
be-
same level.
Exactly.
Thank you. Now, women
Yes.
are known to run the world,
Yes,
not in a bad way.
yes,
If you walk into a home and the woman of that house is not in, you can almost tell.
definitely.
Especially if she left and she did not leave instructions on what is to be done at what time
Exactly.
and how it's supposed to be done or something of that sort.
True.
Now, with the power of a woman being in a position to like, just having a seed and letting it grow, not just that you carrying babies and all that.
Yes.
Everything that you put in a woman's hand, the woman has the ability to have it multiply.
Yes.
She has the capability to handle things that not everybody in this world can handle. That
True.
is the power of a woman.
Yes.
Now, with all that power and the potential that is in women, where does self-doubt in women come from?
Self-doubt is a natural thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it only happens to women.
Yeah.
But I will stick to women.
Yeah.
Self-doubt
Women.
is a natural thing that happens.
Okay.
People doubt themselves quite often. It is common. The only problem is if you are not able to manage it. Because when you don't manage self-doubt, it will bring you down. You'll not be able to do things that if you went ahead to do them, you will have succeeded. Because you are afraid to fail, because you are afraid to be judged, you are afraid to be compared, you are afraid that what if I do this and it doesn't out to be this way.
Yeah.
But in the real sense, you never tried. So the only way to help manage your self-doubt is surrounding yourself with people that are very positive. Listen to messages that are positive.
Yeah.
Learn to look at things in a different way. Look at a glass as half full, not half empty.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it as half empty, you'll be like, then, you are already on the downside.
On the lower side, yeah.
Exactly. So what I can tell my fellow women is that self-doubt is common.
Yeah.
We doubt ourselves every now and then.
Yeah.
I doubt myself every single day. But I realized if I don't manage my self-doubt well, then I will never make a step.
Okay.
If you want to leave this place to go to town,
Yes.
and you're doubting whether you'll make it, believe you me, you will never know whether you'll make it or not if you never tried.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have to take a step, get out of your house, start moving. Then you will realize, I was not able to make it, but I tried. Or I made it, and yet I doubted whether I will not make it. So the most important thing women need to know is that manage your self-doubt and manage it positively. Don't manage it negatively. When you manage it negatively, it becomes your downfall. Yes.
So really, self-doubt is normal and common to everyone. How you manage it is what determines where you will be. Is it going to be a downfall for you, or are you going to be are you going to be okay even after having gone through a session or a period of self-doubt? You do not want to go anywhere. We have yet another session for you, and we'll be back after the break. Welcome back. Now, on this session, we'll be talking about a couple of things that you're seeing on social media with young girls.
Yes.
There's everything out there that is tinting the image of, a Proverbs 31 woman. Yes. Whatever it is that you're seeing right now is probably what we will have in the future in our future mothers.
Yes.
So what would be your advice on girls who are, I don't want to say reckless, but kind of in a way, who are not looking into working towards inner beauty and maybe biblical womanhood or even decent womanhood?
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. My take on this is that as a girl, as a lady, as a woman, what is it that you desire?
Okay.
What is it that you want? What is the motive? Whatever you do outside there, what is the motive? Because for you to get out to do something, there must be a motive.
Okay.
And number one, what you do today will catch up with you tomorrow.
Yes.
That is one thing that people need to be very clear about it. I always tell ladies, I tell young girls, set principles for yourself, set standards, and never lower them. The moment you start compromising today, you will compromise the rest of your life.
Okay.
So what you set as your standards today should guide your character, should guide your values, should guide your beliefs.
Yeah.
And all these, most of it comes with upbringing. Many a times we've turned to social media to ape the world of the social media. But let me tell you, even the people, the celebs, the people we look at, the people we want to be like, That is not the real life.
Ini ya mtandao.
That is for showbiz.
Okay.
That is for likes. And so the earlier we discover that, the better.
Okay.
Yes. So as you watch it, pick what is positive, pick what will benefit you. And whatever will not, please discard it. Don't try to replicate it in real
life. Yeah.
Yes. When you see somebody being brought for flowers, and maybe you are in a relationship, and you are wondering, why is my boyfriend not bringing me flowers? He's not tailored for that.
He's not getting paid to bring you flowers.
Exactly. He's not tailored for that. Few will bring flowers because they have been socialized, they have been exposed, and they know it is important to appreciate women.
Yeah.
But don't expect, because my girlfriend got flowers from his boyfriend, I should also be expecting flowers from my boyfriend.
Yeah.
That is completely wrong, out of the picture. You will destroy whatever relationship you had just because you're trying to compare yourself to somebody else.
Yeah.
So live your life, set your values, set your standards. And whatever you do, what is the motive behind it?
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't consume everything on social media.
Don't take it to be true.
Don't take it to be true. Because when you do, you might be comparing yourself to something that is completely unreal, that is completely a lie, and it might end up destroying you. Maybe destroying a relationship you had with your sister, destroying a relationship you had with your mother, because you're trying to be like so and so, who is on the social media. And when you get to their real life, you might be surprised. That is not who they are. Yes. So let us be very careful on what we consume out there.
Yeah, that is quite good. Now, maybe looking at whatever it is that we see right now, is probably something that is following and catching up with you in the future.
Yes.
So what is your advice on ladies right now getting ready for their future? Concerning looking at the social media and comparing themselves to celebrities or socialites, what is the effect of, in the future, like what is the effect what effect is this fake living right now going to bring in the future, in their homes, when they become mothers, when they are wives, and something of that sort?
One thing is that reality is the most beautiful thing that has ever happened.
Yeah.
And if you try to avoid reality because you need to live a fake life, then you will live a very sorrowful life in future. Because lies, however small they are, one day they will catch up with you.
Okay.
And the best part of life for young girls, just be true to yourself. Just be who you are. Don't try to fake. Don't try to be somebody that you are not. And try to learn that which you do not know. And as I said, what values guide your character? What values guide your beliefs? What values guide the way you do things? And when you fake today, what will you, tomorrow when you become a mother, what will you tell your children? That I faked it? Assuming you got a husband through faking, and the reality sets in, how do you explain yourself? Just be who you are. Just be true to yourself. Because one thing, being a woman is not only about the physical beauty. It is not about dressing. It is not about makeup. It is not about your body shape. There is more to it. One thing we need to realize that there is this outer beauty that people are looking at. But there is also the inner beauty that God created us with. Women are nurturers. We need to nurture everything that comes our way. If I nurture something wrongly with a lot of fakeness, what does it turn out tomorrow?
It's something fake in itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we need just to be true to ourselves in everything that we do. Young girls, be true. Ladies, be true. As a woman, just be true to yourself. And believe you me, you are unique. You are as beautiful as you are. And let nothing or anybody's look or character or how they dress, let nothing affect what you are. The most important thing for a young lady is to dream. Be a great dreamer.
Okay.
Dream and work towards realizing your dream. Don't just be there. Yes. Because even that person that you are idolizing, that person that you think is a role model, dreamed to be where they are today.
Exactly.
So if you don't dream today, don't expect by just copying them tomorrow you will be automatically become where
Become
they
like
are.
them.
Exactly.
Is that whatever it is that you do right now will catch up with you in the future?
True.
What character are you building? What beliefs are you standing by? And each and every time you compromise all the way until you're done with life.
Yes.
There's no looking back. So the foundation is really, really important. Madam Fridah, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
I am sure we are not done with this whole thing because your notes are quite massive, but you'll allow us, because of time,
No problem.
to have you give your closing remarks. Kwa hiyo lens on that camera, be an encouragement to a young lady out there or a young woman or
Yes.
even an advanced woman.
Yes.
Yes, just give your closing remarks as we wrap up.
Thank you. Just to my fellow women,
Yeah.
both young, my age, older, even girls, one thing that I can tell you is that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are beautiful as you are. Don't expect anybody to validate you. Be who you are, be true to yourself, have that inward confidence that will propel you to greater heights. And be a dreamer. Don't just sit back. Be a dreamer. And I tell you that the sky is not even the limit. Thank you.
Thank you very much once again. That has been our show for today. Thank you for tuning in to the end. And as stated earlier, this was specially tailored for ladies. Thank you so much.